I hate to say it, but AI is not going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, it's going to be more integrated into our lives. For example, this has already been happening for a while before AI was really well known. So factories were using AI robots to automotive industries as well. Now, even restaurants are starting to use AI robots. For example, my friend recently, when I saw his Instagram, a robot was actually serving him food, eliminating the fact of needing a waiter. So we'll see what happens in the next 5 to 10 years. And is that really going to eliminate jobs? Who knows? We're going to find out eventually. Now, the big things I do want to talk about is best practices when it comes to using AI platforms such as ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot. By the way, AI is not just a search engine, it's actually more than that. It's called an LLM, a learning language model. And what that is basically a program that is able to learn on its own with new data that's been given. Now, the problem with this is information may not be accurate when it comes to these different platforms. So a great example, math. Okay, so it can do math very well. If it says 10 plus 10, it's gonna say 20. But let's just say there's an inaccuracy where it says it's 11. So 10 plus 10 is 11, and that's not the case. So it's always good to fact check every information you get from AI, unless it's something you know very well and you just need to put things together. So a couple things I want to mention is best practices when using AI. Well, one, you never want to upload sensitive documents that contain information like your social security, credit card numbers, date of birth, stuff like that. And if anything, you could put dummy information in there. So just a random name, random numbers to try to implement like as it is social security, if anything. Another thing is do not upload proprietary information. So anything you upload within these different AI platforms do not go away. They're never truly fully deleted unless you use a software to put a bunch of ones and zeros on top of that information. You can look it up on there. I might even just put a link down low so you can see that. But yeah, that's one thing. Never upload proprietary information because a person in Samsung has done that, a Samsung engineer for their phones, uploaded proprietary software information. So I think they were using ChatGPT. Well, by doing this, now the proprietary code is on their database, which now can be accessible. I'm not sure exactly what the code is for, but I do know that they did upload proprietary code and they were caught doing so. Now, I do want to proceed with caution on this. By having this installed on your phone, the thing about applications on your phone is it's very intrusive, like as in it will try to gather as much data in places you don't want it to. So by giving access to your text message, now it's analyzing who you are, how you talk, and what you say, and basically building a whole profile on you. That's why I'm always proceed with caution. Me personally, I would never use an app on my phone for any AI. I rather avoid that. And I also shut off like Siri or Bixby on Samsung or whatever they have on other phones out there. I shut them off automatically. I've used other apps to try to block a lot of these things and access outside the internet. I have a firewall at home that I use that block a lot of this communication because I noticed a lot of these apps tend to use or try to access like the home center of wherever these applications are and try to probably send data. I don't know what it is. It's like, why are you trying to reach out when I'm not using the application, which is very suspicious to me, but anyways, that's a thing on its own. So when it comes to AI, be very careful in what you upload, use it for, and verify and fact check all the information that you get. So again, if you're gonna use AI platforms on your phone, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could definitely do so. I'd recommend just using a web browser, logging in that way, and using the AI platform. That way, once you're done, you could just close out of the browser and no longer is it active, other than the fact it might be in your cookies and cache, which you could definitely, of course, delete or remove. Just a recommendation. Another thing to mention is I wanna go ahead and give you a security tip of the day is using a password manager. Yes. I mean, even though it's accessible through one password and of course set up with multi-factor, so it makes it that much harder for anyone to try to get in to access your password manager. But anyways, by using this, you could store a bunch of passwords for different accounts online and it's safeguarded on the cloud. So if you need to access it anywhere else outside of your computer, like your phone or a different computer you have, you can definitely do so. Now that's the nice thing about password managers, and it generates passwords for you. I'm surprised they haven't changed this, but they said the minimum password requirement is 8 characters, which is, I think, very little. So my recommended minimum is at least 15 characters with the mix uppercase, lowercase, special characters, and numbers. Now, the reason why I say that is it's a lot more difficult to crack. With new technology coming out like GPUs and being as powerful as they are, it's making it easier by using different software, cracking software for these passwords to access them in a lot quicker time. And with AI coming out, it probably helps it try to crack these passwords a lot quicker. So recommendation, at least 15 characters with special characters, numbers, uppercase, lowercase. I recommend Proton Pass just because they actually are secure and they don't try to take your data. They even have their own VPN, which I use a lot too, which is amazing. And with Proton, they're very transparent with their customers and they show everything. Of course, I'll leave it all in the links below and you can check it yourself. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. And if you want to know anything else, let me know as well and I'll be happy to help. Thank you again. Have a good one.